Welcome to Dextor Plays Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadsville, a game by Sarah Northway and Northway Games. Welcome back to Rebuild 3. We got everybody in here doing some work. Oh, Two-Arm Reginald. Two-Arm Reginald always likes to get the little shiny bit. He likes the shiny bits. Alright, we got lots of people here. I've got one exposure right there. Oh, what do you know? I can grab that actually. Let's clear that out. The rest of that, we'll leave it alone. Not really terribly important at the moment. Who is Matthew Turney? There he is. You. Get into that group and then reclaim it. There, just do it that way. Zombie in the hen house. Come on, finish it up. There we go. Thank you, sir. Mr. Turney, come over here. That is the best damn skill. I love that force reclaim skill. It's great. Okay, you guys sit in a firehouse. And Dex, come on out. Go in here. Talk to Rotten Alliance. Thank you. Now you can go over here and do the alliance, last alliance with the Rotten. Almost done setting up the lab. Now we got so many people in there. I got a first date. Who can I pick? Who can I pick? Who do I want? Who do I want? Who do I want? Oh, I guess I don't have a whole lot of choices. Leah, we're going to go on a thrilling adventure. All right. The anarchist scientists didn't want us in charge of their own labs, but agreed that the cure should come first. We gathered equipment, supplies, and set up a quarantine perimeter just in case. We have everything we need except someone who's immune. Specifically, their brain. More specifically, we have to dissect their cerebellum and extract tissue from it to form the base of the first batch of vaccine. Yes, this is probably as fatal as it sounds. Any volunteers? Ping you. All right. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Oz got some immune peoples. So let's see. I got a couple immunities. Brandy, bookworm, first aid. You know what, Brandy? There's no particular reason that you need to be sticking around if you follow me. So where are you? Did I just take you over here? Are you in the stack? There she is. Hi, Brandy. Guess what? I need you for something. You can go in the stack too. I suppose we're going to have to pick soon. Well, officer, looking absolutely dead today, Joshua noted, playing a canned drum snare effect. But rumor has it something's going down between the pharmacist and the new faction everyone's talking about. Word is they're working on a cure. Let's not get too excited, but whoever owns something like that could rule the world. Yep. Yep. Faction deserter. Yeah, we'll talk to the government. Yeah, they say fine. Of course they do, because we're such good peoples. Ask Jesse for brain tissue. Oh, nice. Jesse returned his promise with two green-skinned rotten scientists, a petite woman with a tremor that made her limbs jerk randomly, and a terrifying creature with a detached hanging jaw and a twisted back. If they hadn't been wearing lab coats and trying to smile pleasantly, I'd run for it. I thank them for coming. I mean, you're trying. Why turn them down? Jesse, you got any brain tissue? The rotten scientists looked nervously at each other until Jesse stepped in. No chance in hell, partner. You won't putting any of my people under that knife. We've been through enough already. Sorry, but you'll have to find some other victim for your own clan. Who should we pick? Brandy! Brandy looked terrified when I called her for her. She stammered, worrying about the danger of the operation and chances of brain damage or death. This quickly deteriorated to blubbering about not wanting to die and begging me to pick somebody else. Convince her to do it. Brandy's really serious about not wanting to go through this with the operation, saying, "But think of the children," had no effect on her at all. I guess none of us survived this long by thinking of the children. If there's one thing that the zombie apocalypse has taught us, it's to run away when things get tough. So Brandy's won't go willingly. What do we do? "You're going down, lady." I would have rather done this with Brandy's consent, but either way it must be done. This is for the greater good of the human race. I nodded to the rotten scientist, who grabbed Brandy from behind and forced her onto the gurney. As they strapped her in, I forced myself to look into her terrified eyes, and I told her it was going to be okay. The rotten woman gave orders while a man from the pharmacist made the incisions. The other doctors crowded around Brandy through the procedure, passing tools back and forth as they cut away at her scalp and sawed open her skull. They took what we needed and tried to close her back up, but it was too much for her fragile body. Her heartbeat became erratic, then weak, then gone. We are indebted to Brandy O'Neill for her sacrifice. We have everything we need now to research the cure. Cure is now available in the research tree. Woohoo! Alright. Research tree. Drop the bodies in here. The cure! There it is. I don't need a lot of bodies here, so we're going to throw everybody in there. We're going to favor skilled workers on doing stuff like that. Wealth distribution. And Dex is over here finishing off the alliance with the rotten. Thank you, sir. We all done? We all done that? You jump in here and help out with the cure, would you? We'll play... Just as we're about to get the cure, we're going to listen to the violinist. You know, there's something poetic about that. Full immunity from zombieism. We've vaccinated the entire fort against the disease, meaning we're all immune now. Hooray! But this powerful cure has another application. When delivered to a zombie's nervous system, it kills the infection in seconds, and the corpse drops dead. We're dipping our bullets and coating our weapons in this stuff. It's almost too good to be true. 'Cause it is? Alright, so just for those who have not been following through the playthrough, there are a number of steps that you need to actually get the cure. I have done a number of them. There's finding some stuff in a house, and some notes. There's a couple of other items. As long as you go through the, if you will, the pacifist, if you go for alliances with everybody, you will get everything except for one thing, and that's the monkey blood. The monkey blood is a very complex quest that requires a number of steps, and we've tried to do that. I'm going to close this here, and I'll talk about it a little bit. One of them is you need to have a mall that has stuff in it that is not claimed. So that's why I let this mall open for so long. Or actually, it was this mall for so long. The other thing is you need a motel room with something in it, also unclaimed. So generally what I would do, see here, I've got it down here. Here's a motel, has some stuff in there that's unclaimed. What I will generally do is I'll go around these things. I'll do this. I'll throw some spikes in there, and that basically reserves them. And then the next thing you need to do is you need to have at least 5 schools, which you can see that I have like 6 or 7 of them. And then you go around to the factions and you look for a quest. Eventually, one of them will give you a quest saying, "Hey, look, I see you got a bunch of schools. Maybe you need some books." So then you go look for the books. You look at the fiction books, and in there you'll find notes about monkey blood. Then, once you have that, you want to put up the signposts, which you'll notice I didn't research here. I haven't researched signposts down here. That's because once you do the research of the signposts, you'll have a wandering person come in by a specific name, and if you were curious, you can go back and look at my monkey blood, my very first monkey blood mission that I tried and failed at. But she'll come in. Then you need to get somebody wounded, and you need to do that by sitting in a square, letting zombies come over your people with at least an engineer in the group, who then gives you the option to pick up a paper. You look at the paper, you see some titles, and it'll say, "Do you sure you want to read this, or do you want to get run over by zombies?" Well, you want to read it. At which point in time, you have satisfied a number of these points of the quest. It is so complicated, I had to look this stuff up, and eventually write down all the requirements for the monkey blood. It's pretty intense. So once you've got those 5 schools, you do the quest. You'll get research. You'll choose the fiction books. You'll get a trashy romance novel with notes in it. You've got your active engineer run over by a zombie, at which point in time you read the newspaper. And then you've got the mall. You can go in and scavenge the mall with a person with a level 10 scavenging or better, including tools. So if you have enough stuff to get you over 10, you're fine. And it'll tell you that you've done the scavenging so quickly, you have some time left over. Do you want to go look at something? And you want to choose the pet store. And that will give you some indications that there's like the monkeys were around here somewhere. When those 3 things are satisfied, then you need to sell your cricket bat to Gustav. I mean, is this getting crazy yet or not? So then you sell the cricket bat to Gustav, and that satisfies the first stage events. Yes, you heard me right, the first stage events. Once those are satisfied, you research the signposts like I just did, and once you research the signposts, then Gretchen is going to come in. Gretchen is one of those folks who had done early research on the zombie cure. She comes, then she looks at, she'll help you out for a little while, but she's going to leave. And once Gretchen shows up, your timer starts. And that's when you want to get another survivor injured. Once he's in the hospital, Gretchen will take a look at him. She'll take care of him, and then she shows up and says, well, he died. Well, she killed him. She was messing around with him, trying to do some more research, and she killed him. Once that's done, then you sit around and you wait. You wait until Gretchen leaves. So don't do anything now until Gretchen leaves the camp. And Gretchen will eventually leave after about 30 days. Once she leaves, then you want to go take a look at the motel and search that. And you want to scavenge that with somebody. I don't know if it takes 10 or better, but be safe. Take your best scavenger in there, scavenge that, and you should find some additional information around the monkey blood. And Gretchen will be there, and you'll confront her, and she'll say, yes, you're right. Here's the information you need, and here's a vial of monkey blood. That is the last piece that's required to get the actual cure. Anything else, and you don't have the full cure. So what we have right now is not the full cure. So I'm not going to be able to get that ending that we wanted, that I was hoping for as we started this whole run off. I missed getting the monkey blood in 2 different towns. So it is a complicated set. Again, if you're looking to go through this, there are some places off on the internet you can look for, or you can go back and listen to the steps that I went through to get the monkey blood, and good luck with that. So now we are at the point where we can go. Get ready to go. Jesse came by with sad news. The rotten scientists who helped us research the cure decided to test it on themselves as soon as we had it ready. He found them both dead in their lab. It seems the disease may be what is keeping the rotten alive now. Killing disease kills them. Jesse says a number of the rotten are so desperate to be human again that they want to take the cure anyway in the small hope that it will work for them. Oh, man. All right. So if we tell him not to do it, he's not going to do it. And, he'll live. And we think we want that because we didn't get the actual cure. Or we can convince him to take it and wipe out the faction. So, hey, Jesse, don't do it. The rotten are devastated that this vaccine won't make them human again, but we're going to ally with them to show we think they're fine the way they are. There are plenty of survivors out there who need the cure, Jesse told us. Hurry and help them so they don't turn out like the rotten or worse. As for me, he said, I'm fixing to mosey off on my own for a while. Maybe find a desert to wander for a few years. I reckon I might find something out there. That'll explain it all. Yeah, he just took a massive hit on the deal there. Research. Hey, look at that. We can track more survivors. Yay. All right. Now I think we're at the point where we can get ready to go. We have the cure. It was all Note would talk about for the full week. Full immunization and a dose will stop the disease within minutes. They're dipping bullets in the stuff. I already got vaccinated. Have you? Rumor is this group is moving on to Vancouver next, where the cure is going to do the most good for the most people. Good luck, guys. Yeah, thank you. Nope. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and do the research to get out of the city. I'll put my team together. We'll go on to Vancouver. That's going to be the last town that we got to get through. And that will end the series. This has been a long series. I mean, we're up to, 151 now? We'll probably get close to about 160 before we're done. So that's quite a bit. And considering that I'm doing this once every 3 days, that's a full year. So we've been doing this for almost a year. So then we'll put something up against this in this slot. I might do something like Starbound. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, post it down below if you want to see me do something else in the realm of survival-ish type things. Thanks for watching. Leave a like or subscribe. And I'll see you next in Vancouver. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching another episode of Dextor Plays. Please leave a like or subscribe and post any tips or tricks down below.